The Philippines, a nation woven from a vibrant tapestry of islands, holds within its heart a darkness that chills the very marrow. This archipelago, known for its breathtaking beauty and rich cultural heritage, also harbors stories that are as dark as the deepest ocean trenches. It is a darkness that whispers tales of betrayal, vengeance, and the brutal consequences of unchecked rage. These stories, often shrouded in mystery, reveal the sinister underbelly of a society grappling with its own demons. This darkness finds its form in the chilling story of Domingo Salazar, a man known also by the chilling moniker, Darquez. His name alone evokes a sense of dread, a reminder of the terror he once unleashed. Salazar's story is not for the faint of heart. It is a tale that delves deep into the psyche of a man driven by an insatiable thirst for revenge, a man whose actions left an indelible mark on the nation's collective memory. Domingo Darquez Salazar is one such name, forever entwined with a gruesome act of violence that shook the Philippines to its core. His story is a chilling descent into the abyss of vengeance, a stark portrayal of how fury, left unchecked, can transform a man into a monster. To understand the depths of Salazar's depravity, we must first delve into the crucible that forged his rage, a journey that takes us back to the very beginning of his life. Born in the slums of Manila in 1920, his early life was a symphony of hardship, poverty casting a long shadow over his formative years. The streets were his playground and survival was his daily game. Life had dealt him a cruel hand, leaving him hardened and disillusioned by a young age. The innocence of childhood was a luxury he could not afford. He found solace and a sense of belonging in the streets, his world a tapestry of petty crime and fleeting camaraderie. The gang became his family, offering the support he never found at home. It was in this unforgiving environment that he earned the nickname Darquez, a badge of honor in the criminal underworld. This name became synonymous with fear and respect. He was known for his quick temper and a simmering rage that lurked beneath the surface, waiting to erupt. This anger was both his weapon and his shield. Despite the harsh realities of his existence, there was a flicker of humanity that remained. A small part of him yearned for something more, something better. He fell deeply in love with a woman named Elena, their relationship a beacon of light in the darkness that threatened to consume him. She was his anchor, his reason to hope. He saw in her a chance for redemption, a reason to rise above the squalor of his past. With Elena he dreamed of a future far removed from the streets. Their happiness, however, was tragically short-lived. The darkness that surrounded them was relentless. Elena, pregnant with their child, was brutally murdered, the victim of a senseless act of violence that ripped through their lives like a typhoon. The loss was unbearable. The man responsible, a local gang leader named Ramon de la Cruz, was never brought to justice. The system failed them both. The law failed him, and the seeds of vengeance were sown deep within Salazar's soul. His heart hardened, and his path was set. The death of Elena and his unborn child shattered Domingo Salazar. His grief soon curdled into an all-consuming rage, a thirst for vengeance that poisoned his every thought. He was a man possessed, driven by a singular, terrifying purpose, to make Ramon de la Cruz and everyone associated with him pay for their crimes. He meticulously tracked de la Cruz and his gang, his every move dictated by his burning desire for revenge. Gone was the flicker of humanity that Elena had ignited within him. In its place burned a cold, calculating fury. Salazar's vendetta was not merely about de la Cruz, it was about the system that had failed him, the corrupt officials who turned a blind eye to injustice, and the society that allowed such suffering to fester. He saw himself as a righteous instrument, an avenging angel delivering justice where the law had failed. His twisted sense of morality justified the horrors he was about to unleash, his humanity consumed by the inferno of his rage. The morning of October 11, 1956, dawned like any other in Manila, but by nightfall, the city would be forever scarred by Domingo Salazar's rampage. The day started with the usual hustle and bustle, unaware of the impending doom. Armed with a Thompson submachine gun and a heart filled with ice-cold vengeance, Salazar was a man on a mission. He embarked on a meticulously planned massacre that would leave a trail of blood and terror in its wake, a grim testament to his fury. His first target was a known hangout for de la Cruz's gang, a place where his enemies felt safe. Bursting into the crowded bar, he unleashed a torrent of bullets, the sound of gunfire echoing through the night, mowing down anyone who stood in his path. Panic and chaos ensued as people scrambled for cover. The air was thick with the stench of gunpowder and the screams of the dying, a scene of utter horror. He showed no mercy, his finger on the trigger until the magazine ran dry, leaving a room full of lifeless bodies. From there he moved with chilling precision, his steps calculated and his targets clear. Targeting the homes and businesses of those he deemed complicit in Elena's death, he left no stone unturned. Each location became a scene of carnage, a testament to his relentless pursuit of vengeance. He moved through the city like a phantom, unseen yet leaving a profound impact. Salazar had murdered 16 people, including Ramon de la Cruz, the man he held responsible for Elena's death. His rampage finally came to an end when he was cornered and apprehended by police in a dramatic shootout. He surrendered without resistance, his mission complete, his reign of terror finally at an end, but the memories of that day would linger. The scars he left on Manila would run deep, a constant reminder of the day when vengeance turned the city into a battlefield.